Welcome back. Right now today we are joined with Pastor Clinton Bush here to talk a little bit more about City Kidz NexGen Animation Studios. So much to talk about. It's very important. The kids are out, enjoying themselves, having a little bit too much fun sometimes, but we want to gather them for a special cause. And this is something that you decided to come up with. Tell us why. First of all, welcome to the show, I should say.
Thank you. Well, with all of the emerging tools and AI, it's easy now, very easy, to create content.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to create meaningful content and teach little boys and girls and their families around the world about money, businesses, how to manage money, how to invest money. And the best way to do that is through animation.
Yeah. Because
it's fun, engaging, and we can pull people in. So that's why we came up with it, and I'm excited about it because it's a real story told in animation.
Wow.
This story happens actually in Jacksonville at 3rd and Main at the City Kidz Cafe. So what makes us unique is that we don't use fictional streetscapes. So this story right now is going to be told in Jacksonville. 3rd and Main is where it's going to happen. We're going to do the Stadium of the Future, City Hall. Actually, in about 2 weeks, we're going to have 2 main cartoon characters driving over the Main Street Bridge.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm a business man and a social impact developer. I don't have a background in animation, and when I had my animators from around the world and also in Hollywood begin to do the streetscape, they was actually a little upset with me.
Why?
Because they say, do you realize how hard it is to animate a real streetscape? That's why they do fictional, because it's easy to create a city. They're like, you asking us to
make sure the landing
the main street, bridge, and city, all of these real places.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it got to be authentic.
Yeah.
Because people gonna know. And that's why I'm glad I'm here today.
So for the parents who are at home who want their children to have something to do, help us explain to the children, like, you don't have to be in the streets. There is something out there to keep you active and help you learn for your future too as well. And this is what Next Generation is going to be.
Yes, exactly. As I'm getting younger, it's time to pass off to the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing through animation. I'm glad you brought up that point because we'll be introducing these characters with their own personality traits to social media. We'll be doing shorts. So while children and youngsters are home for the summer, they'll be able to have something to do.
Right.
We can get them engaged. I'm glad you mentioned that because we have a fellowship program as well. I learned through this journey that right in our own backyard, we have some of the best talent in the world right here. Savannah College of Arts and Design, right now they're rivaling Cal Arts, the #1, #2 school in the world for animation. And then in Florida, in Sarasota, Florida, you have Ringling College. They right now, if you look it up, they're #3 in the world.
Wow.
So we have all of this talent right here, and we'll be able to pull from those emerging talent. And I'm also searching for talent right here in the city.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad I'm here.
All right, so if anyone's interested in learning more about this, how can they go about finding you and
our website?
Yeah.
City Kidz, City Kids with a Z, NexGen, all one word, N-E-X, no T, G-E-N, studios.com.
All right. And
with an S.
you're rocking this shirt right
Yes.
now too.
And
Who's
I
this
bought
character's
something.
name?
This is Lil Clinton.
Lil Clinton.
So let me tell you real quickly, the plot is this, the story is this. We got a little curious black boy, and him and his lively crew of food friends, they go on this tasty adventure to learn how money work, although they are entrepreneurs working at 3rd and Main at the City Kids Cafe Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And then some point when they go on this adventure, they are met with some opposition, some villains to stop them from doing what they're trying to do.
Wow.
And the confrontation happened right on the Main Street Bridge, and it's hilarious.
Well, folks at home, make sure you take advantage of this and learn this. And this is not just for kids too as well. This is for adults. You can definitely learn a lot more about this, right?
Yes. Now, let me tell you about the adults real quick. What makes us different, we incorporate clean, old school hip hop, R&B, and funk and gospel and the animation to tie some of the scenes. And the reason why we do that is because if the parent is in the kitchen cooking, they might hear Earth, Wind, and Fire tune. Like, wait a minute, they're watching animation. They're supposed to be, it's supposed to be money and funny. What is this tune?
Right.
And then our characters can dance.
I love
they
it.
do the electric slide. So we bring the whole family and we pull everybody in for this animation. And we want everybody to support and come out and go to the movies. And when it hits, we want you to support.
All right, Pastor Clinton, thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Jacksonville. Of course, all this information is going to be posted on firstcoastnews.com. We will check in with meteorologist Mike Pringley for a quick weather update.